to Finals Day from Lake Havasu, Arizona, the home of the London Bridge and hot, hot summer days. And now the site of the 2021 SLS Championship Tour, where 8 of the best skaters in the world are on the course trying to stamp their ticket to the Super Crown Finals next month in Jacksonville. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Paul Zitzer, along with Jeff Rowley. Today is going to be an amazing day of skateboarding. Jeff, who should we be looking at to take the win?
Oh man, I mean, let's talk about the standard of women's skateboarding. Like at Salt Lake City, the last event, like Rayssa Leal came in out of nowhere and just set that new standard. She's the one to beat. And I feel like she's just ahead of the game. She's one generation ahead of everybody, and she's leading that charge. So if she skates like that today, she's pretty much unbeatable. But one girl who did get into the finals that I had my eye on was Pamela Rosa. If she skates and gets all of her tricks like she did in qualifying, makes all of her tricks, then she can beat her. If Rayssa misses one trick, then Pamela's going to be right there, right on her coattails.
It is going to be a cool battle to see go down today here in the final. But first, let's take a look at the current tour standings as we make our way to Jacksonville in the Super Crown Championship next month. Rayssa Leal up on top with 100 points, followed by Funa Nakayama, Rose Sweatsloat, Pamela Rosa. All those gold names you see on the screen are competing today. And the key is 4 skaters will go directly to the finals in Jacksonville. All right, before we get started, let's check in with Andrew Cannon.
Thanks, Paul. I'm down here on this amazing course. We have a 40,000-foot skate park here at the Patrick A. Tennell Memorial Multi-Complex. That is a fallen soldier who unfortunately passed away, and they dedicated it to him, being a Lake Havasu city resident. This skate park is also co-dedicated to a 14-year-old skater who passed away skateboarding named Colin Sassine. Now, this is a skate park that is here for all the local residents and for any skaters that are passing through town. It is incredible, and we're so excited to have this course here today for our SLS finals. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Andrew. And now it is time to meet the skaters. First skater in today, squeezing in 8th place yesterday in the qualifier. Coming out of the Netherlands, Kate Oldenboving.
And then we have Gabriella Mazzetto. Gabriella is 24 years old from Brazil. Skated excellent in the qualifier.
We should note she's a brand new mom.
Wonderful.
Another skater coming out of the Netherlands. She placed 5th in Tokyo at the Olympics. It is Rose Sweatsloat.
Funa Nakayama. Funa's incredible on the big rails, big frontside crooked grinds. We're going to see her hitting all the big sections today. Only 14 years old.
And another skater coming out of Japan, and the reigning Olympic gold medalist, Momiji Nishiya.
And coming from Albuquerque, New Mexico, we have Mariah Duran, 24 years old. Bringing some real street to street league today.
Another skater coming out of Brazil, 2019 SLS World Champion, one of 6 women to win an SLS stop, Pamela Rosa.
And last but not least, Rayssa Leal, setting the standard in women's skateboarding. Right now, she's the one to beat.
Moments away from getting things started, but first let's talk about how this contest works with the basics. So there are 2 sections to SLS. The line section, where each skater gets 1 45-second line using the entire course, followed by the single trick section. Every skater gets 4 attempts. The top 3 scores from any section count. And now the difference here in the final is that the top 4 skaters at that point will get 2 additional tries in the super final. Those are the basics. Here's your start list. Coming in first from the Netherlands will be Kate Oldenboving, followed by Brazil's Gabriella Mazzetto, and then Rose Zwetsloot, Funa Nakayama, Momiji Nishiya, Mariah Duran, Pamela Rosa, and finally, Rayssa Leal. Those 8 skaters survived the qualifying round yesterday, and they are here in the final, ready to put it down, and Kate Oldenboving is in for her line.
Just slips out of trying to lock into that feeble grind. Tough start. Nice blunt backside disaster. Back D if you want to shorten that.
Oh, that's a tough start.
Tough start here.
A fall right out the gate can get in your head so quick, and then if you can get back on your board and keep it going, there's a chance for redemption. But a few more falls and that score is going to be a throwaway.
Nice half cap board slide. This is probably going to be the last trick. It's always difficult when the first 2 tricks don't really go to your liking. Messes with the rhythm. Hard to get that back.
Yeah, and so she essentially barely got any tricks in. That line score is going to be a write-off. It's going to come down to single tricks.
Shaking off a little bit of those nerves, perhaps.
Yeah, there's pros and cons to being the very first skater in. You just came off warm-ups, so you're loose, but then again, you're kind of the guinea pig out there.
And you're setting the standard for the day, right?
Yeah.
First eyes are on you.
Looks like she's not too bothered by it. There's Candy Jacobs cheering her on. Score is in, 0.9. On deck, from Brazil. She didn't start skating SLS events until 2019. She's been on fire. She got 6th at the World Championships in Sao Paulo that same year. Gabriella Mazzetto.
Shaky feeble, but keeps it going. Nice backside 50-50. Keeping good speed. Nice frontside board slide.
This is, as you were talking about yesterday, Jeff, a huge course. It's very spread out. If you're not hustling, you don't get a lot of tricks in, and we're kind of seeing that.
That's right.
Now.
Nice backside 50-50. Oh, doesn't quite get that kick flip. Flawless run prior to that fall right there. Good, solid, popped backside 180. Might not be the score she wanted, but it's going to be a score. And she looked strong out there. That's always good for the confidence going in. Made most of her tricks. There's that first feeble. Locked into it good, just came out a little bit sloppy. Lucky to keep that one going. Solid combination into the back 50-50.
And there's such a huge difference between getting sloppy and staying on versus falling. I mean, hey, you're on, you're like, okay, I made it. I'm going to make this happen from here on out. Scores in 2.3, so a much higher score than Kate got in her first run. On deck from the Netherlands, she placed 3rd in Salt Lake City in August. That was her first and only SLS podium, and she has been ripping here.
Rose is somebody, this section for her is good. The line section, she skates fast, she covers ground, she's got big tricks, she's got good rhythm to the way that she skates. She's got real street tricks too. I would say this is a strength for her. Nice heel flip, looking good already. Got that little hustle, always good to have. Got to always hustle it out. If in doubt, go faster. Nice frontside blunt slide gets away from her.
She really does have a great variety of tricks, so no matter what the course is like, she's going to be able to do something on it.
That's right. Right. Very well rounded.
5 seconds left here on the clock.
It's going to be last trick.
She had a great start to that run. Kind of a rough finish, but she should get a decent score, I would think. It's going to leave room for improvement in the single trick section, though. I like that nollie back lip.
Yeah, very technical. Easy one to slip away from your contest line.
2.4 would put her in first, and there you go, 2.5. She's the new leader. On deck, out of Japan, Olympic bronze medalist. She placed second in Salt Lake City. She was right there, about ready to win it before Rayssa put down that last trick. Funa Nakayama.
Funa starting off with the bigger section. Strength to hers, likes big rails, big hovers. Got an incredible crook grind, frontside and backside. Nice frontside board slide. This is a big course for her. I think we're going to see a lot of progression from Funa over the next couple of years. And she's still young, still learning tricks every day. Nice backside heel flip. Looking very good out there so far. She just needs to finish off this line.
Spent a lot of time right there going back and forth.
And this is not going to count. After the buzzer, frontside blunt gets away. She wasted a little bit of time right towards the end. She didn't quite plan her line out correctly with the time that she had, and couldn't quite get that last trick in. That's unfortunate. There's that nice crooked grind. Aside from that, an excellent first line.
But you know, a lot of times we talk about how it's good to, if you're going to fall, it might as well be after time. But that isn't going to help her to fall after time when the whole last 12, 13 seconds
there was no tricks.
It was about that trick, you know? Yeah. Score is in 4.8. That is a huge one.
She had a lot of tricks in there. Nice heel flip, nice backside heel flip, big crooked grind.
All right, we're halfway through the line section here in the women's final. Before we get to skaters 5 through 8, for a deeper look at this awesome course, here's Manny Santiago and Thiago Lamos with the Skater XL course preview.
What's going on, guys? It is Manny Santiago. I am here with Thiago Lamos. We're here at the second stop of Street Skateboarding at beautiful Lake Havasu, and we're gonna bring you the Skater XL course preview. Let's go. All right, so we're gonna start on the back end of the skate park where we have the beautiful view of Lake Havasu. We got quarter pipes galore with a ginormous tombstone quarter pipe in the middle, which leads you straight into the middle section. The switchblade of the center, you have a bump to rail, a Euro gap, a bump to flat bar, a bump to down hubba, and that is it for the center. All right, last but not least, we have the big section, which as you can tell, has a perfectly big hubba in the center. It's actually a gap to hubba. And then on the side, we have the newly added hubba rails, which are really long and fun, but scary to skate. So this is it for the second stop of Street Skateboarding here at Lake Havasu. Course preview brought to you by Skater XL. I am Manny Santiago. Peace out.
You're watching the 2021 SLS Championship Tour. This is the women's final from Lake Havasu, Arizona. On deck, Momiji Nishiya, Olympic gold medalist, and she is in.
Back 50 started off. Momiji's so casual. Backside 50, backside
Good clean style, good nice combination to start it off. Momiji, very focused skater.
She makes tricks look so easy.
Makes most stuff very clean too. Not a sloppy skateboarder. You don't see a lot of toe drags. Very clean. Nice backside 5-0. Backside 180.
15 seconds left here on the clock.
Yeah, and she's just been skating with so much confidence. It looks like she already knows she's gonna make all her tricks like that.
Big spin front. So she's gonna have to hustle this. I don't think this is gonna get in there unless she goes quick. Excellent line section so far. It's gonna be after the buzzer. Nice backside lip slide, but still A1 line right there.
She put it together.
Good strong tricks. Did everything well and cleanly. Judges want to see that in the line section. They want to see power and they want to see confidence. Nice backside 180 out. Look at that, no compression, no movement. She knew she had it. There's that big spin frontside board slide. Nice technical move. That's going to be a great scoring line run for Momiji.
A 3.9. Good enough for second place. With Funa Nakayama still up on top. Next in.
Next up, we're going to see Mariah Duran.
From Albuquerque, New Mexico. She finished 6th in Salt Lake City in August. She's a 2-time U.S. national champ, Mariah Duran.
And she's no stranger to this desert heat. This is the climate that she wants to be in.
That's right.
Born and raised in it.
Got the advantage. Beautiful kickflip.
Clean street style flick right there. Frontside feeble. Nice 50. Mariah's looking very comfortable out there. There's that frontside kickflip on the quarter pipe. Showing nice transition skills. First one we've seen really to flip a board on the transition today. Nice 5-0.
I think that's so huge to see skaters who can bring a trick to every obstacle, not just the rail, not just the flat bottom.
Best girls and best skateboarders in the world can usually do that. They can adapt. There's that whipping frontside 360. And that is an absolutely exceptional run from Mariah Duran.
That run had it all.
Had it all. Had diversity.
Multiple flip tricks. She hit the hubba, hit the quarter pipe. Look, great rail tricks also.
Everything was done clean, stomped, caught. All the way through. Good speed all the way through. Nothing shaky. Tricks after the combos. No breaks in any of that skating. Absolute ripping. .45. There you go. That's good enough for second place.
Mariah Duran setting herself up nicely here in the women's final. And on deck, 2019 SLS World Champion. She placed in the semis at Tampa Pro 2 weeks ago. Pam Rosa.
Oh, just starting with that gap to Smith grind, just gets away from her.
She's usually a guaranteed lock to stay on her board in the runs. She's so consistent, focused. She plans out her runs. She doesn't take crazy chances, but she's good and she goes for it. Skates with power, stays on. See if she can get it going again here.
And like Mariah, she has good diversity of tricks too. She's good on the tranny as well as the rails. You know, keeps great speed. She looks focused too. Looks like she's skating great. Looks like she's in great shape and been skating a lot. Looks powerful. And she looks competitively focused too.
Yeah. Well, she's one of only 2 skaters here in the final who has won SLS events in the past. She has 2 wins. She's going for a 3rd here this weekend. So a great recovery after the early fall. Let's take a look at the visible replay.
Locks nicely into that backside 50-50 down the big hubber rail. And there's that gap. It's a lip slide. Showing those rail skills. And clean frontside board slide, frontside, backside.
Score is in a 2.8. Not a great score for that run.
It's the first trick. You know, you bail that first trick, it's hard to come back from it.
We're going to send it down to Andrew Cannon.
Yeah, I just wanted to share, you know, I talked to Pamela before she went. She said the only trick that really gets her nervous in this whole thing is that first trick on the run. Even if she doesn't make it, she's like, no, I'm able to kind of get back to it and make it happen. And that's exactly what we saw there. Super, super cool. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Andrew. On deck, the 13-year-old from Brazil, Olympic silver medalist. And we're guessing the face of women's skateboarding for the next decade or more. It's Rayssa Leal.
Yeah, we talked about it, Paul. She is the one. You know, she is so, her board control is just another level. This frontside blunt slide. And we're just seeing the start of this wonderful girl's career in skateboarding, right? We're just seeing the start of what she's capable of doing. This is not anything. So if I was up there right now skating against her, man, it'd be heat right there.
She's only been competing internationally since 2019. That was 2 years ago. And look, she's just taken over.
Backside 5-0 down the big hubba.
The control on that grind, next level.
Well, that looked like no problem for Rayssa. Leticia Bufoni, liking to see that, showing support. Beautiful thing about skateboarding, right? The camaraderie and just the mutual, just positive energy. There's that frontside blunt slide. Nice clean dismount. And there's that backside 5-0.
She can do it all.
Now watch this. Ollie, late backside 180. Awesome.
Waiting on that score. 4.7. It's only good enough for second place with Funa Nakayama holding on to the lead. But single trick section is going to tell the story.
So with that said, that moves her up into the second place position. Funa Nakayama still in the top spot as we move into the best trick section.
Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Monster Energy, proud sponsor of Street League Skateboarding since 2010. By Visible, wireless that is better with friends. By Skater XL, available now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Welcome back to Lake Havasu, Arizona. It's the 2021 SLS Championship Tour. You are watching the women's final. The line section is over and done. Single tricks coming up. But first, download True Skate today for free, only on the App Store or Google Play. You can play this Lake Havasu course right on your phone. Try to replicate some of the tricks you're seeing going down today here in the final. What a great day for skateboarding, Jeff. Look at this. This course is so great. And if you live in a city where you don't have a skate park, you need to reach out to anyone you can think of that might be able to pull some strings to get you one. Make it happen. Go to the city council meetings, whatever. Skateboarding is the best, and a skate park is a great place to get together with your friends and make it happen. There's your start list. Kate Oldenboving coming in first for the single trick attempts, followed by Gabriella and Rose. And then after the line run, we've reordered. So this is a new order based on current standings. Now we're going to check in with Andrew Cannon.
Well, after we've got the runs down, we are now 0.1 differential. So Funa in the lead right now, but as we head into our single tricks, and that's where we know Rayssa, who's currently in second with a 4.7, this is where she shines. Jeff talked about it a little bit earlier. If she can stay on, she is almost unbeatable. So it's going to come down to every single try. She needs to get those 3 on the board. We'll see what happens. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Andrew.
We have a couple minutes there of practice before we get into our single trick section. We will re-rack.
All right, we're about to kick off single trick section, but first let's talk about the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. 2 sections to Street League. We just saw the line section. Now we're going to see 4 single trick attempts anywhere on the course. Remember, top 3 scores count from anywhere on the course, any section. And then after all that happens, the top 4 skaters at that point are going to get 2 additional attempts in the super final. Those are the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. So there's a new start order based on the current rankings. Skater ranked in first after the line section will go last. Kate Oldenboving currently sitting in 8th place. She is in.
Oh, nice half cab nose slide, 270 out.
She's got that trick on lock, and that is a tough spot to do it, right? On the A-frame, you got to come up fakie, half cab out of that.
Yeah, the timing of the half cab is key right here. Very easy to miss that pop right there, and then you're just in a world of pain. But she shows the skills, that level of control, pops in nicely, comes out a little early. She has to. Her body weight's moving that way. Nice, solid technical move for Kate.
That's good enough to move her up into 4th place for now. So sitting in 8th place from Brazil, Gabriella Mazzetto.
Oh, yeah. Solid, big crooked grind.
power.
That's the kind of moves we need to see. Bigger tricks.
Let's take a look at a visible replay. Gap out, crook.
Very cleanly done. She looked very confident when she dropped into that. No shake, nothing. She'd made that before she took off. She knew it.
Score is in 4.8. We have a new leader.
Judges liked the speed with which you went into that and came out of that.
Dutch national champion Rayssa Leal in 8th place.
Oh, backs it up with the same trick. Another gap to crooked grind. Now, Paul, tell me what the judges are thinking.
Well, based on what we saw yesterday in prelims, if you see a trick and it's done essentially the same obstacle, same trick, same score. I mean, it probably could go a 1/10 of a point in either direction. Looks just as clean, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, a little wobble on the landing, but 4.8, 4.7, 4.9, we'll see. 4.7, so 1/10 of a point difference. And it could be as simple as that landing. Yeah, great job by the judges. Great squad of judges, all pro skaters, legends, you know them. Billy Marks, Kelly Hart, Mike Moe, Garrett Hill, Big Cat. All right, Pam Rosa is in.
Oh,
that's
half cab nose slide down the hover rail. Oh, we just talked about leading into a half cab a minute ago. You do that down the bigger hub, the bigger hover and rail, lot more room for error when you're coming in half cab into a trick. Easy to miss that, get your shoulders over it, miss the lock in.
She came out a little early, barely clearing that last step. But those big rails are long. They're, I mean,
long and low.
16 feet long. 5.3, huge score, highest score so far of the day. All right, Olympic gold medalist, Momiji Nishiya, currently in 8th with 1 score up.
Oh, DeBeck Smith gets away from her.
That's one of her signature tricks, too. I mean, that's her go-to, back Smith, every try.
I felt like she was ahead of herself a little bit there, where she was leaning forward, like almost like she'd already made it before she came out. Sometimes your mind can get ahead of yourself, though, especially when you've got millions of people watching you.
Yeah, that can have an effect. Mariah Duran, currently in 6th place. Now, we see this leaderboard move around a lot during this part of the event because until skaters have 3 scores on the board, there's a lot of changes.
This is key right now for Mariah, how she deals with these first 2 tricks here. Oh, going for that hard flip. Now that's it. So we'll see if she tries that again. And that puts pressure on her, right, to get those 3 points on there. But if she makes those big moves, it's hard for anyone else to kind of do the same thing. She's got such heavy hard flips and big tricks.
Favorite right here, Rayssa, riding for Monster Energy, in for her first attempt.
Oh, and there's that backside Smith grind. Dipped low. That front truck was way dipped down. Showing pure control. Watch how far down the nose goes. Yep. That is an incredible locked and loaded backside Smith. That's how you do them. Put that rail right down.
And she's got that technique where her front foot just slides back a little bit. Perfect balance.
No weight on that front foot. All the control on the back foot.
It's incredible. Can expect a great score. 6.1, there you go. New leader, no surprises at all. Rayssa Leal in 1st place.
And we have Funa Nakayama setting up for the big section. And there it is, that frontside crooked grind. That's the one right there. That's a heavy move. One of her signature moves, really good at frontside and backside crooked grinds.
Yeah, she does that trick so properly. It's a guaranteed make. She's going to bring it to every final. And when she does, she gets great scores. Of course. 6.3. So she matches Oh, Rayssa had the 6.1, so Funa, it's 0.2 of a point higher. Back on top. Kate Oldenboving in for a second. Ow, no. So close on that. She made it yesterday, got a huge score. It's a tough one though. 270 shove it out of a board slide. One can be tricky.
Yeah, those are the kind of tricks that are difficult to hang on to as well. A lot of slipping and sliding on the board slides. Hard to maintain that control to be able to rip out of them, spin out of them.
Gabriella Mazzetto in. She's currently in 5th.
Oh, solid backside Smith grind.
What do you think? How does it compare a backsmith on the blue rail versus gapping out to the hubba? They're slightly different obstacles.
Well, you have a little bit of the gap out's obviously a lot more room for error, and you can see that hubba's a little bit higher, just a little higher, I think, than the rail as well. So the drop off at the end with that open space, definitely, I would say the hubba is a little bit heavier, personally.
So Rayssa got the 6.1 for the backsmith on the rail. See what score comes in for this. 5.9, so same range, a little lower.
That was probably the way
first.
that she did it too, Rayssa did it with, she dipped the front of the board way further down as well. Judges see those little nuances.
Rose Wetzlow in 5th place. Everybody here trying to make it into the top 4 for 2 extra tries in the super final.
Rose looking very strong though with that nose grind. Gap the nose grind. There's a slow-mo. You can see the gap out, bouncing on that front truck and coming out cleanly. No rubbing the front nose of the board down. Very well executed nose grind.
That was textbook. Score is in 4.9. Moves Rose up into 2nd place. So a lot of changes in the leaderboard until all skaters have 3 scores. Pam Rosa is in.
She didn't waste a second right there. She dropped right in, straight into that crooked grind. Pamela showing that competitive spirit.
So she's in 5th place before this score comes in. Taking another look. It's a popular trick here today on that obstacle. There we go, 4.8. Same score that Gabriella Mazzetto got on the crooked grind she did. Momiji Nishiya, she's down in 8th place, but so far she only has 1 score on the board. She's gonna have to make 2 of her next 3 trick attempts to have a shot at moving into the top 4.
She needs to make this trick. She needs to put some higher scores on there, which she's capable of doing. She's got the big tricks. Oh, nice backside Smith grind. Seen a lot of backside Smiths so far.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of crooked grinds and back Smiths in that center section.
There's a nice slow-mo. You can see the gap out, lock it into that backside Smith grind, maintaining control on that back foot. Always want to make sure you don't lean too far forward on that trick as you're coming out. Very easy to get locked down with your front truck pushed so far low.
I mean, I wonder, though, at what point is it best to just do something that nobody else is doing, and what kind of scores are those going to get? 6.1 for that back Smith. Huge score. When a skater sees what a score is, though, and it's a great score, and they can do that trick, they might as well just go ahead and knock it out. Mariah Duran in 7th place. Only 1 score so far. She's going to have to make 2 of the next 3 for sure to have a shot.
Oh!
So we saw her do a great run, and then she comes in straight for, that's her signature trick. I mean, that's her bread and butter, the hard flip. She's got it dialed, but it's hard to land flip tricks downstairs no matter what. So now she's kind of dug herself into a hole. She needs to make 2 of the next 2. Rayssa sitting in 5th. That could change quick. There you go.
Oh, another gap to crooked grind. I think we're seeing a little bit of that.
Right,
These girls
okay.
playing that game,
It's
recognizing that they can take their way up the leaderboard if they just follow suit.
Yeah, there's a 6.1 waiting for you at the bottom of the crooked grind, right? Here you go.
Does it with such good form and balance, too. No shake coming out, not much compression. Not necessary when you know exactly where you need to be. It's all about that head placement.
4.8. I might have misquoted that score.
Interesting score, but we'll leave that one up to the judges, not you and I, Paul. We're doing a great job.
Yeah. All right, Funa Nakayama in 5th place, trying to crack into the top 4.
Nice. It's nice to see the switch up. That tail slide would have been a big move.
Hey, just to get back to that crooked grind, the 6.1 is the back Smith score. The crooked grind score is the 4.8. So judges keeping it on point.
Apologies to the judges. Incredible skateboarders in their own right.
Kate Oldenboving down in 8th place, looking for her 3rd score.
Oh, yes!
Gonna get it.
That's the type of moves we want to see here in the finals. Board slide, big spin out. A little bit of the tech, not too much of the gnaw.
She needed that. Her run score was not a high score. So to stick this now, it sets her up for her last try where she can get a 3rd solid score. Curious to see how many points she gets out of this board slide, 270 shove it. So a 3.7.
What's up, judges? That was a better score. That was a hard trick, I thought. A lot more technical. First heavy technical trick that we've seen.
I back you on that.
Should have been scored a little bit higher.
Gabriella Mazzetto in 2nd place, looking to drop a 2.3.
Oh! That was gnarly.
That would have been a huge score.
That would have been a heavy one, Paul.
Okay, because the 6.1 is the back Smith score. So the back tail could be creeping up 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5.
That's a scary move.
Yeah. A lot can go wrong with a gap out to back tail down a big hubba. Rose Sweatslow, currently in the top 4, in 4th. She wants a bigger score. Cushion that lead, back 5-0.
Rose got big tricks. She does them all so cleanly, too. Nice backside 5-0. Clean balance. Didn't look like any toe drag. No, clean balance. Very well done.
So clean.
Proper backside 5-0. Balancing and manualing down the grind.
.0, that's good enough to move Rose up into 2nd place. Now Funa Nakayama is in 5th, outside that 4-cut. Pamela Rosa in next. She's on top of the big quarter pipe. It's going to mean a lot of speed. She's trying to get rid of a 2.8 now. Replace it with a higher score. 5.6 will put her in the lead.
Oh! Big gap to nose blunt slide. Needed to go just a hair slower on that. Felt like she kind of cleared a little bit too much distance before she pushed down to try to lock in. It's a hard trick to lock in late too.
So she's going to stay in 4th place. Momiji Nishiya in 6th, looking for her 3rd score. She's not going to get it.
That puts a lot of pressure on her for that last trick.
It really does. Mariah Duran in 8th. She has to make this try and her next try. She came off a great run, 4.5, but then 2 bails in a row in single trick. 2 more to go.
Yeah, she needs to focus right now and just try to stay on that board. Don't try to go too fast, too slow. Don't let the crowd get ahead of you. Don't let the moment get ahead of you. Just get rad and get it. Yeah!
It looked like she had it. It always does. She flips it perfectly every try, but we've talked about it. Landing flip tricks down drops. It's hard.
That was a case of the wheel bite.
On deck, current leader, Rayssa Leal, riding for Monster, trying to drop a 4.7. That is a great score that she's trying to get rid of. Oh, wow!
Backside tail slide down the hover rail.
That's got to be the highest score of the day. That is an absolutely massive back tail.
Look at that clean lock-in. Perfect execution. Don't like to use the word perfect, but in this case, that's a textbook, beautiful backside tail slide. Great composure. Just showing that skill level. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the standard of women's skateboarding right there.
So she's going to increase her lead with anything over a 4.7, and she gets a 6.8, highest score of the day. The back tail, she's up 17.7 total score, way up in the lead.
Showing some love to the fans too out there, which is always good to see. Good positive energy, great crowd today, lots of skateboarders out there. Beautiful, sunny Lake Havasu, Arizona.
So Funa Nakayama trying to bump up into the top 4.
Oh, and that's how you do it.
To fakie. Nice, front tail.
That's one of those basic tricks, though, that down a spot like that, a big chunky metal hover, it's very easy for your wheels to stick on that.
Take a look at the visible replay on this one, Jeff.
Beautiful locked-in tail slide, rips it out to fakie. Just hangs in there. Good style, passion to the way that she skates.
Yeah, she locked in perfectly. Didn't come full 90 out. It was kind of about an 80-degree turn out, but she fought it and made it. So that's going to be her 3rd score. She's going to go way up from 5th place. .50 moves Funa Nakayama into 2nd place behind Rayssa Leal. Still holding on to a healthy lead. Those 2 skaters right there in the top 2 are looking good to stay there, end up in the top 4. Kate Oldenboving back in.
Oh, going for that half cab crooked grind, possibly to revert, which would have been insane. Lee Gnarly.
And guess what? That's going to do it for Kate Oldenboving. That was back to the top of the order. That was her final try, and she does not get it done here in Havasu. But a great showing from her all weekend long, making it all the way to the final. And next in, Gabriella Mazzetto. She's in 4th. She's trying to drop a 2.3. She could do that really quick and lock in her spot to the super final.
She needs the biggest trick that she's got right now. She needs to bring out the best that she has. Whatever the best trick she's got, give it a go right now.
Oh, wow. She's going for that back tail. Bounced up out of that slam. That was a heavy one. Great job. But she's got Pamela Rosa coming for her. Momiji Nishiya also within striking distance. But first, Rose Wetslow in 3rd place. Her lowest score right now is a 4 even. If she can drop that, it's going to help her secure that spot to the top 4 super final.
Oh, going for the backside tail slide. Didn't get her body posture right as she locked in.
So now she's going to have to hope that she does not get bumped out of that top 4. Pam Rosa on deck. Her low score is a 2.8, trying to get rid of that. A 3 or better will move her into the super final.
Starting off on the big quarter pipe, get some good speed. Oh, gaps out to Smith Grind. Plays it fairly safe after that nose blunt bail. Still a big move.
That's a big move. You know, we're not seeing a lot of skaters coming from that other direction and gapping that way onto those rails. So it's got to count for a lot. We'll see what the judges think.
There you can see that gap out from that angle quite nicely. Long, flat rail. Not as heavy as the big section, but long and gnarly in its own right.
And she's moving. She's going
a lot faster.
So a 3 or better gets it done. 4.3 moves Pamela into third, and now Rose is on the bubble in fourth. Gabriella Mazzetto just got bumped to fifth. Momiji Nishiya, she needs to make this trick. And she does it. There you go. She's going to get her third score. A 3.7 or better moves her into fourth and would bump Rose Zwetsloot out of the super final. So things are changing fast.
There's that nice gap to backside lip slide. Very confidently done, very cleanly done. It's a good high scoring trick, great speed. See what the judges think.
.4, it gets it done. Momiji moves into third. Pamela Rosa is in fourth, and Rose is out of the super final. 2 skaters still to go. 3 skaters still to go. Mariah Duran is the only one outside the top 4, and she cannot get there. This is for the crowd and the love.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah! That was gorgeous.
That was gnarly. That was a heavy, hard flip just for the crowd there. And for the love of it, there's that visible replay coming up. In a minute.
That was so well done, Jeff. You could, perfect. You could not, we don't like to say perfect, but when it's perfect, we can call it. Could not be done better. Unfortunately, it took 4 tries, but we will take it.
The speed at which she flicked that and caught that was exceptional.
7.5.
And rightfully so. That was the heaviest, hardest trick that we've seen, I think, today.
That was great. 2 skaters left here in the single trick section before we move on to those additional 2 tries for the top 4. Rayssa and Funa still to skate. Both of them are already in the super final.
Oh, Rayssa doesn't get it, going for that kickflip backside lip slide. That's gonna put pressure on her, and in the same time, pressure back to Funa. She's got to get this right now.
She really does, but she's in second. She's going to advance. She's trying to get rid of a 4.8. That'll help her try to catch Rayssa. Oh, that's heavy. Okay, getting a taste what we're going to see next. So the top 4 skaters will get 2 additional tries.
Cool to see her not playing it safe, though. Going for a really heavy trick.
All right, there is your current leader, Rayssa Leal. And we caught up with her and talked about her winning SLS and what is next.
E aí pessoal, meu nome é Rayssa Leal e eu tenho 13 anos e eu sou de Imperatriz, Maranhão, do Brasil. Foi muito bom, porque sempre foi um sonho assim, de poder participar e poder ganhar, tipo, meio que em casa, porque tinha muitos brasileiros e eu pude sentir o calorzinho da torcida de novo. Vai ser outro campeonato super divertido, porque eu vou rever minhas amigas e eu vou conhecer um lugar novo, então vai ser super legal. E Falta pouquinho também para o Super Coroa e vai ser meio que um treinamento para lá, então vai ser super legal e eu vou poder aprimorar mais minhas manobras lá. E é isso.
The Super Crown World Championships presented by Cariuma are going down in Jacksonville, Florida next month, November 13th and 14th. Go to streetleague.com for tickets. Do it today before they're gone. Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by Monster Energy, proud sponsor of Street League Skateboarding since 2010. By Tech Deck, start small, go big, Tech Deck. And by TrueSkate. Download today's Lake Havasu stop in TrueSkate, now with a new character.
Top 4 will get 2 more trick attempts to improve their current score. For those 4, we're going to see Gabriella Rosa, Momiji Nishiya, Rayssa Leal.
Welcome back, 2021 SLS Championship Tour. Stop number 2 from Lake Havasu, Arizona. What a great day it's been so far. You're watching the women's final as we work our way towards the Super Crown World Championship presented by Cariuma in Jacksonville next month. Here are your current tour standings. Rayssa Leal up on top after Salt Lake City, her win there, followed by Funa Nakayama, Rose Wetzlote, Pam Rosa, Kate Oldenbobing, Mariah Duran, Momiji Nishiya. Those are the skaters in the running here, trying to make the top 4 final. And now it's time to meet our 4 skaters in the super final. Monster making the cut. Pam Rosa squeezing in 4th place. Each of these skaters get 2 more attempts. That's Momiji Nishiya. That is Funa Nakayama. And of course, Rayssa Leal, winner from Salt Lake City, and setting herself up nicely to repeat. Do it again here, Jeff. She is looking strong.
Yeah, I think at this point, she really just needs to see those technical tricks, and she'll have it in the bag.
All right, let's take a look at the basics presented by Tech Deck. SLS consists of the line section, which we've seen, and then 4 single trick attempts, which we've also seen. And now it's the super final. Each of these 4 skaters get 2 additional attempts, and the top 3 overall scores count from any section. That's the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. So congratulations to Pamela Rosa for making the cut for Monster. And here we go. She's coming in for her first of 2 additional tries. She's in 4th place. She's trying to get rid of a 4.3.
Yes. And that is, I would say that's going to do it. That's a gnarly trick. Gap to nose blunt slide. We've seen her try that a little bit ago.
I really love Pamela's approach. It's different. She's not just focusing on the center section. She's going and just charging this A-frame.
And she's a big competitor. She knows how to play the game. She's won these contests before. She knows she needs to step it up and slowly step it up and work her way up. And that's how you do it right there. That's how you become the winner. Yeah. That's how you become a leader.
She's 2019 world champion. She wants to get back there. She's in a good spot to go to Jacksonville. So the top 4 Super Crown final on deck. Momiji Nishiya. Now she's in 4th place. She's trying to get rid of a 3.9.
Oh! Big spin flip, frontside board slide. Didn't quite get the pop and lock in over the rail she needed and slipped out. Hopefully she's okay.
It would have been really beneficial for her to be able to make that trick, get rid of that 3.9 and set herself up for the win It's a tall order at this point for her, but it's still possible. Funa Nakayama on deck. She's in second place. She's trying to get rid of a 4.8.
Oh! Goes for the front side, blunt side. Looks like that it's sticking. She might want to wax that. Looks like it's sticking right where she locks it in. You have to keep waxing these rails and hubbers as well in this heat. The wax just melts off and you stick without knowing.
So Rayssa Leal trying to just seal her win here. Oh, and that could do it. She got to make it.
Oh, that leaves it open a little.
All right, you're watching the women's final. It's stop 2, Lake Havasu, Arizona. SLS Championship Tour. Final tries. Pamela Rosa coming in. She has a shot at the win, but it's going to take a 6.5 or better. Trying to move into first. Going to have to stay on. Go big. She's taking the same approach, dropping in from the big quarter pipe. What she got, Jeff?
Well, she's dropping in on the biggest obstacle in the whole course. Hopefully she's got something full speed and big and heavy. Taking her time, getting ready to drop in. Oh! That would have been a heavy trick.
She went all in on it. Take no prisoners. Big spin front board. You saw it. Her feet were not on it right, but she was still going for it till the bitter end.
I don't think she tried that at all. She's like, I can do that, and now's the time to do it. I'm going to do it. I love that. I love it when I see somebody go for it like that.
All right, Momiji Nishiya, her final try, a 7.3 will get her in the lead. Oh, Jeff!
Wow!
Nails it! Big flip front board, bolts. What do you think?
That's going to be right on it.
Okay.
Highly technical skating.
Let's take a look at the visible replay right here.
Nice flip, good catch. Gets over it just about like she didn't do the time before. Comes out beautifully, very clean. That's some heavy tech and a little bit of the gnar on that.
Wow. 8.0, and she does it. She takes the lead from Salt Lake City winner Rayssa Leal, and that's setting us up for a serious finish here, Jeff. Wow.
One of the highest scoring women's tricks we've ever seen at Creed. Funa Nakayama, her last and final.
Okay, Funa Nakayama, she's in third. Needs a 7.3 or better.
Oh, getting stuck on the front side blunt slide. We'll be seeing a lot of Funa. Great skateboarder.
So she's going to finish in third place. And that leaves Rayssa Leal, the winner from Salt Lake City in August, trying to repeat. She already has 2 Street League wins. She's going for another one right here. She needs a 5.7 or better. Can she do it?
Here it is.
Oh! Kickflip backside 50, she does it. Now it's up to the judges. I think this is a gimme, Jeff.
Oh my God. Hey, give it to her. That was heavy.
Wow. Take another look.
Nice kickflip 50-50. Both trucks locked in, a little overcrooked, but still went in there. You can see from this angle. Want to see both trucks locked in. They did. They did do that. It was very cleanly executed. Really high scoring trick right there for Rayssa. So gnarly.
Now,
And that truly was tech and gnar right there.
a 5.7 or better.
Absolutely. That's a 5.7 or better all day long. All day long right here.
Momiji Nishiya waiting in the wings. Momiji, the current leader. Is Rayssa going to do to Momiji here what she did to Funa in Salt Lake? And that's bump her out on the last try. She does it. 6.3. Rayssa Leal is your winner here from Lake Havasu, Arizona.
Wow, well, that just happened right there, ladies and gentlemen. That just happened right there. Way to handle the heat and step up. True professional can do that, always. They always show up and they always give it all and they know what to do and when to do it. And that's what she did right then. She had to wait till the last moment to do it, but so what?
That's her trademark now. That's what she does. Waits for the last trick and puts it down. She's proving to be unbeatable out here.
Incredible skateboarding from the women today in this finals. Beautiful Lake Havasu, Arizona. Skate park left for the community. Right on the edge of the lake, beautiful view. And there's our winner.
What a day. What a day for skateboarding. Let's take a look. The final results here from Lake Havasu, Rayssa Leal. 19.2 for first. That's a huge score, followed by two Japanese skaters, Momiji Nishiya and Funa Nakayama, rounding out the top three. Congrats to all these skaters. And now, this is your monster highest scoring trick. Momiji Nishiya, big flip front board for a 8.0 even. Incredible. Now we're gonna send it down to Andrew with an interview.
I'm here with Rayssa, your winner. How do you handle that kind of pressure? All about the last trick right now.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here again. And this trophy is for my friends and my brother, my dad. And yeah, that's it.
Congratulations, everyone. Your winner here 2 times in a row, Rayssa Leal.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to Rayssa Leal. Let's take a look at the Super Crown result standings right now. There you go. Top 4 skaters will be in the final already. Rayssa Leal, Funa Nakayama, Rose Wetsloat, and Momiji Nishiya. They are pre-qualified into the finals of the SLS Championship Tour presented by Cariuma in Jacksonville next month. Everybody else on that list, you're gonna have to see them battling through the prelims there in Jacksonville, trying to make that cut to skate against your top 4. What a day, Jeff.
Incredible day. Incredible skateboarding so far.
Yeah, and still more to come. Men's final coming up later.
All right, Lake Havasu in 3rd place. Put your hands together for Funa Nakayama. In 2nd place, Omiji Nishiya. And your Street League champion, put your hands together for Rayssa Leal. There is the podium. Women's final.
That's a young group on that podium, Jeff.
It is.
They've taken over.
It's the future of women's skateboarding.
Here in the contest and our podium finish.
So a huge congratulations goes out to Rayssa Leal and all the skaters here in the women's final today. But Rayssa taking the win from Lake Havasu. So thanks to all the fans who came out. Thanks to the sponsors for making it happen for everybody watching at home. So for Jeff Rowley, Andrew Cannon, and all of us at Street League, I'm Paul Zitzer. Thanks for watching. See you later today at 2:30 for the men's final.